Good. How's yours?
Very well, thank you. Very well.
Please tell me you were already recording. She's wonderful.
Hi. I'm recording. I can't smoke.
Your name is Dabora. Dabora.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
can smoke if you want to. It's a free country, you know.
Yes, it is. What's this?
So I want to ask you a few questions, Dabora. So Black Americans are voting Democrat at a rate of 90%.
Yes.
And despite that, 38% of Black children are living in poverty.
Yes.
73% of Black mothers are single mothers.
Yes.
40% of government assistant cases are Black Americans.
Yes.
Do you think that the Democratic Party is serving Black Americans well?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You agree?
And you have to remember that it was the Republican Party that started. In the beginning, black people was for the Republicans. And what year? I don't remember when it got turned around. But, right, yes.
Under Johnson.
Under Johnson.
When he signed
right.
the welfare bill. I know my history.
Thank you. I don't remember.
What is your name?
Alberta Frederick. Black people voted Republican. In fact, in fact, they was the ones who, when Lincoln was in office, black people was all in that office until Woodrow Wilson, the Democrat, took him out. The racist that he was, okay, he took him out, left one, and he had to share the party that he was in, share whatever office that he is in with a Democrat white person, okay? That was Woodrow Wilson who did that. And then the ones that was Democrats and they were black, they were the slave owners, because almost 4,000 blacks were slave owners, and they treated the blacks treated their slaves worse than the white man. And at the same time, not only was the white man 10% of the white population that was slave owners, the one that was pushing up right behind them with the most slaves was the Cherokee Indians. Okay, that's my family. And then the third ones was the Black Americans that was here. That was the free men, the free slaves, and the free men, the former slaves, and the free men. They was the one who ran the Republican Party, okay, until Woodrow Wilson. And at the same time, like I said, the vast majority of your black slave owners was the Democrats.
That's right.
Yeah, were the Democrats.
A lot of people don't realize that the KKK was an arm of the Democratic.
They was and then at the same time they became even more popular under LBJ. Right. And then at the same time, because he was a Ku Klux Klan, and I remember because I was 13 years old when I went to that Civil Rights March. Okay, with Martin Luther King, who was a Republican.
That's right.
Who was a Republican. All right. The thing is that most of your entertainers, black entertainers and stuff like that, they all voted Republican. And the reason why a lot of the Democrats get into office, because when blacks was able to vote, okay, when they were able to vote, and they knew the Democrats knew that the black people held Republican tickets, they took their tickets out of their hands and put two Democrats in the box. Okay, that's how they got back into the office. The Democrats. Okay, that's how they really ran. Because they stuffed up the ballot box.
Could I ask you a couple questions? Because if I may, I voted Democrat my whole life because I believed that they cared about gay people. I believe that they cared about black people, about brown people. I don't believe that anymore. I walked away from the Democratic Party. I created something called the Walkaway Campaign.
Okay. You started it?
I started it. Have you heard of it?
Yes, I heard.
So we made a movie called The Great Awakening, Breaking the Chains of the Democratic Party. It's made with the testimonials of 20 black Americans who have walked away. It's amazing. We're showing it for free on Wednesday, March 27th at the Magic Johnson Theater right over here.
Okay.
And afterwards, we're going to have a panel discussion with my friend David Harris Jr. Just going to have a town hall style discussion. Why are 90% of black people still voting Democrat when the Democrats don't care?
Because the Democrats made it seem like under LBJ that they was becoming like the Republican. Never mind, the Republican never gave you welfare.
Right.
They never gave you welfare. And the black people said, oh, well, we needed welfare. No, you never did. We was doing fine without it.
That's right.
I think so, too.
So much fine without it.
You remember that phrase, teach a man to fish?
Right, you teach them how to fish.
You don't give him a fish.
Fish, okay? Because even Jesus said when they was up after he fed the 5,000, and then they come to their father and they want to hear, he said, no, you came to me not because you wanted to hear what I have to say and just think, because I fed you.
Right.
Said he want to get fed again for free.
Don't you think it's time for a change?
I do. I really think it's time for a change.
Yeah. And this guy Cuomo, I remember his father. His father was nothing.
Right. Really? Yes, I do agree.
His father was nothing. And he's worse than his father. Talking about he doesn't want a conservative in this, not welcome here. Well, look, I'm not Borg. You ever watch Star Trek?
I don't.
Oh, well, I saw Star Trek.
Right.
I am not a Borg.
Right.
Okay? Now you go look at Star Trek and find out what a Borg is.
Yes,
No?
they conform.
I am not a Borg. I'm allowed to have my own mind. I'm allowed to be an individual. God made me an individual. He didn't make me a conglomerate. Okay? If I don't like your thinking, some people say, oh, all of us black people got to stick together.
No,
I said, no,
I don't
I'm not
agree
going to
with
stick
that.
together with you because, one, just like all black people don't look alike, I don't have to do what you're doing.
I don't see a D stamped on your forehead.
No.
at
I teach my child the color is not a hindrance. You don't go out there and read a book and study like you're supposed to, okay? Nobody owes you anything.
So
Can I give both of you ladies a hug?
Please do. I'll see you on Wednesday,
adore you
right?
both. It's Wednesday, March 27th, so it's a week from this coming. So
Yes.
you can go to walkwaycampaign.com and get your
definitely
free
will.
ticket.
I definitely will.
Please
Thank
come
you.
and bring friends.
I will.
Bring everyone you know.